Hi everyone, I'm Maria and welcome to my channel Planners in Practice. Here we talk about personal growth and productivity as well as creative planning. The goal is to find our meaningful goals and to make constant progress on them so that we build a life that we're excited to wake up to. Today we're talking about how to plan and actually have a productive week. And the answer I found so far is having a weekly reset routine. And basically this is what I created. If you're interested in seeing how I did it, here we go. So first of all, I'm starting with the weekly goals page and with the weekly goals section. And at the top of the page on the left there, I'm adding the month because I've seen it's useful to be able to have an overview of the full month and days of the week. Then my weekly goals, I'm allowed to have 3 goals for the week, and there's one that is the most important one, and that's the one that I drew a heart next to. And if I do this one thing during the week, it has been a successful week no matter what happens with everything else. So it's important to stop and have a think, what is that single thing that would really make a difference for the whole week. Then below the weekly goals, there's a section for events. Then on the right hand side, there are 3 columns next to the weekly goals, opposite the weekly goals. And those are wins, challenges, and next week. Basically, that's the reflection for the week. I've seen it's so crucial to have that moment, that quiet time of reflection. Otherwise, it's really difficult to identify what could have gone better, to take account of all the wins and good stuff that actually happened. Having that reflection time is absolutely a must, I think, in order to have a productive week. Some of the best ideas and insights come in that section, and then when I'm setting up the next one, I just look at that reflection from the previous week. And usually that's how I pick my top weekly goal. So right before that, there's a long events section, and under that events section, there's space for each of the working days and also one for the weekend. So I have a dedicated space for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and one that is combined for the weekend because in general there are less things to do there. I also have a notes section in the lower left corner that I've left as a dotted grid in case I want to draw something or add a quote or whatever it might be. There on the right in the corner, I just added the to-do list. And these are things that I know I need to do this week. I'm not sure which day exactly I'm gonna do them, but I know there are things that have to get done. And I found this way of having the list on one side and then seeing all the 5 days next to it. I can pick and choose which task goes into which day depending on how busy the days get. Then I'm adding some decorations on top with kind of like lights and hearts, and also a perfume there on the left. I thought it would be a nice decoration. Again, a Pinterest photo that I saw and I really liked, so I decided to recreate it. There's also a tea bag with hearts. So yeah, sticking to the hearts theme this month. Let's talk about the when. When is the best time to actually have the setup? I would say that anytime during the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, the point is having it done before the week starts. That way I feel I'm not reactive, but rather I'm proactive. I'm planning. I know what is happening during the week and what is important for me. So I feel much more prepared and calmer. Then it's the execution ritual. It's really important to have 5 minutes every day. I would say a minute in the morning just to have a quick scan, and then the rest 3-4 minutes at night. Having that every night, and then in the morning just opening the planner while you're having your coffee or tea, I would say, is a great ritual. If you can connect it to something that you're already doing, like habit stacking, that's the thing that works for me personally. Anytime I've tried to just create a new habit out of the blue without connecting it to something existing that I'm already doing, it just goes down the drain very quickly. So I've found that while I'm having my morning tea or coffee is the perfect time to have a look at the planner and know what is my key thing for the day. Now going in with some watercolor to add some interest to the page, but again, all the decorations are really optional and only if you have the time and feel like it. For me personally, I found that the more pretty a page is, the more likely I am to want to come back and use it. But the things that are actually helpful are, of course, the way that the spreads are built and the sections themselves and why we're doing them, why I'm coming back to this day in and day out. And having that section at the top for the weekly goals, I found is really amazing and reminds me what's important, because during the week lots of things happen and it's very easy to get lost into the urgent stuff that have very specific deadline and that have to get done, especially if you're a busy professional. If you happen to have kids, there are so many appointments and things that you need to keep track of. So I find this like a very calming way to know that everything is in one place. That was everything about my weekly reset routine, or the one that I am using right now. Let me know in the comments if you have something similar and what are the sections that you are finding most useful. For me, those probably would be the weekly goals. I think once I have that visibility of here's the most important thing for the week, this is the one that is making me keep coming back to it, because it's top of the page. I see it every time I use the planner, and I think that's what's helping me most. What about you? I hope you found something useful in here, and see you in the next one. Bye!